Evening, everybody. Welcome to this live broadcast of the CBFS T20 League 2022 live from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Pleasant conditions today, and if you're a cricket fan, you might be disappointed to see the international T20 being washed out today, but no chance of rain tonight here in Sharjah. Should be a cracking contest. It's match number 10 of CBFS T20 League. It is the Vision shipping into the second encounter in this league. And then we've also got 11 ace in this head-to-head contest. Looking forward to match number 10. Now it's time for a pitch report. So over to Nishant.
Well, the first time we used this pitch during the Bukhatir League, I had called this pitch to be a Bombay pitch. But of course, since the T20 League has started, they've really improved the texture of the wicket quite a lot. But that natural abrasiveness of the wicket is still pretty much preserved. And that is visible in the way the grass has been rolled in. If you look at that, if you touch it, it feels a lot rougher than the track on the other side. Now, an interesting area is this particular area. The foot marks, you can see the spike marks here. It's a slightly soft. Now, the thing is that it's pretty full, yes, outside the off stump, yes. Might just be of interest for the off spinner. But what I am thinking is that with Gias bowling from this side of the wicket, if he bowls from this end, which I think he will, because for the right-hander, that is the long boundary, so Gias will be bowling from this end. When he bowls from this end, I just have a feeling that he's going to scuff that up a little further. And you never know, if the off-spinner bowls from the other end, might just come in handy. But all in all, once again, all the more reason to win the toss and bat first.
Win the toss and bat first is the recommendation from Nishant. Let's head over to the main pitch for the toss.
Well, we are easing into the weekend doubleheaders here at the SkyExchange.net Sharjah CBFS T20 Season 2, powered by Fancode, and that's why we've got a blockbuster Friday night game. It's the Vision Shipping taking on 11 ace. To my left is Saqib Mahmood, the captain of Vision Shipping. At the center is Iftikhar Ali, the match referee, and of course to the extreme left is Konain Abbas, the captain of 11 ace. Toss partners, Arba Sports Services. We are all set for the toss. Saqib will spin the coin, Konain will call. Tails is the call. It's a head. Saqib won the toss. What will you like to do?
We'll bowl first.
Okay, then chasing has not been very easy in this tournament, but you're confident of chasing?
No, actually, the dew factor is there, so that's why, and the pitch is a bit tricky. So we wanted to utilize in first, that's it.
And what do you think will be a decent score on this wicket?
140, 145 plus, it will be a decent score.
And any changes in your side?
Same, no, there is one changes. Shahbaz got rested and one other player, I forgot the name actually.
Not a problem. Good luck for the game.
Thank you very much.
Konain, what would you have done?
I would love to would have batted first as well. So chasing has been a little bit challenging out here, so I would love to bat.
Okay, then you got what you wanted. Any changes in your side?
Yeah, we have two changes. Hafiz is injured and we have Shan not playing. We have Asad Sharif and Shaurya Singh in place of them.
That's nice. What do you reckon will be a good score here?
See, anything above 160, 170, I would love to get them as much as possible, put the pressure back into the opposition.
Good luck for the game then.
Thank you so much.
That's the news from the middle. Well, Saqib Mahmood has won the toss and interestingly has elected to bowl first.
To field first, Saqib Mahmood, and a cracking contest. We can see the playing 11 right now. Jawad Ghani followed by Ali Abid, Fayaz Ahmed, Ikram Janjua, Mohammad Nadeem, Mohammad Rohid, Nasir Faraz, Salman Khan, Ubaidullah Muhammad, as as well as Omar Arshad. 11 Ace will have to set up a decent total here, given that Vision Shipping has had a very decent first game, and Kunain Abbas as well as Sharif Asadullah will be starting things off for them. So here's your batting lineup for 11 Ace, and joining me in the commentary box we've got Nishanth. This is going to be a cracking contest because 11 Ace yet to get off the mark in terms of a win, 2 games and 2 defeats.
Yes, they'll be very disappointed, and especially with that last game against 7 Districts was a game which they should have won, is what everybody would like to believe. And they had it in their pocket till that last over, where 7 were needed, and Hafiz bowled an outstanding final over, and 7 Districts won the game by 3 runs. So that's the game that they will be very disappointed about. No two ways about it. Of course, the other game that they lost, the first game that they played, that was against IGM, which was a big total to chase down. Really, 226 was the target for them. They fell short by almost 50 runs. So that was still a pretty convincing win. But I think the defeat that would hurt them more is the one against 7 Districts. No two ways about it. And they will want to make amends. They will want to get things right in this game, because Vision Shipping is, again, a very good side.
Yeah, they've won the first game of the encounter of this tournament and the league itself, and a very good game puts them in a very comfortable position with their net run rate as well. And now they've decided to field first, but judging by your decision, or the expectation on the pitch report was to bat first, are you surprised by their decision at all?
I am a little surprised.
Yeah.
In fact, it has been surprising, to be very honest, because I have felt that teams have probably given a lot of importance to due, which comes in later in the game, and probably they have somehow undermined the nature of the wicket. Now, we have been observing that even with the due coming in, underlights, the ball is doing a bit, the seamers are getting help, and if the spinners who have good control, they are getting a lot of purchase from the wicket as well. So I think probably they're giving more importance to the conditions than the pitch, and that is why captains are electing to bowl, and we've seen a lot of teams not managing to chase down totals.
Yeah, whenever it's a mammoth total, it's always a little bit of a pressure on the side batting second. So Vision Shipping will be hoping that this is their second game of the league, and this time they've opted to field first, given the first game they set a decent total and defended it quite well. They'll be hoping for early wickets today. The players are out on the field, and interesting field setting as well that we can see from the Vision Shipping. And it'll be very interesting to see how 11 Ace will be looking at this total, and how they'll set up a decent total for them to defend as well.
Yes, and a very bright opening combo there. Usman got 100 in that last game, and Sagar is someone who is capable of getting runs very quickly as well. Saqib Mahmood will start proceedings. It's got a slip in place. 2 fielders outside the 30 yards. Cow corner. A very wideish long on there, and a wideish long off more towards extra cover. So not the conventional long off and long on.
I'm trying to keep the cover position well protected. Captain leading from the front, coming over the wickets.
There's a chat between the 2 batters there, and a bit of a conference between the mid-on and the bowler. Of course, the bowler is the captain himself. He's got a knack of picking up wickets. If Saqib can provide early breakthroughs, then Vision Shipping's decision of electing to bowl first will be vindicated. That's what they would want. Just get a feeling that the umpires are waiting for the clock to strike 8. That's about it.
And a pleasant evening for this encounter as well. Not too humid, which is good to see. Should be a cracking contest. Match number 10 of the CBFS T20 League.
Yes, nice way for us to slip into the heavy-duty doubleheader that we've got on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, 2 matches each.
There'll be an afternoon start as well, 4 p.m. local time. Here it is, the first ball of this match number 10. Saqib Mahmood coming over the wickets.
Starts off with a full delivery, slightly away from the right-hander there, slapped away straight to the fielder. Dot ball. Good start there for Saqib. Just kept it intact. Usman straight away showing that he wants to carry on from where he left last evening.
Comes down the wickets. Easy single.
So first runs on the board for 11 ace. Single to get off the mark there. And that'll bring Sagar Kalyan on strike. So Sagar Kalyan's approach will be interesting. Lovely shot. Straight to the fielder, sweeping there. Just a single. So he's off the mark straight away as well.
Both batsmen looking to get their eye in first before going heavy. And not the longest of all run-ups from Saqib Mahmood, so he's getting through his overs very quickly.
Pushed straight to the fielder at mid-off, another dot ball.
The intent is there, is looking to come down the wicket and maybe get over the fielders in the inner circle, target that gap in on the leg side. Bit of a misfield there. Should be two. Batsman coming back for the second.
It's Nadeem, the fielder there, not managing to hold that one properly. So that will be another couple of runs added to the tally. Usman moves on to 3 of 4 now. Final delivery of the first over from Saqib. Now for Usman too.
A bit of a change in field.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh no, he's again pushed them back. He probably thought that Sagar Kalyan was on strike, and that's why he wanted to bring the fielder on the onside in and push one sweeping on the offside. Comes down the track, that's hit away very nicely.
No fine leg. And all the way, first boundary for the 11 ace innings. A decent start, 8 runs off the first over.
Yes, that was a poor ball, very poor delivery from Saqib there. Saw him coming down the track, dropped it wide down the leg side and put away for 4. First over ball, it's 8 without loss.
Mohammad Rohid coming from the Sharjah Academy end. Sagar on strike. Down the leg side. That'll be leg buys. He's got his bat involved there, so runs for Sagar.
Yes, even if there was no bat involved, I thought that would have gone down the leg side comfortably. Probably hit the 6th stump there. So Usman has got a boundary to his name, and Rohit, I've been hearing a lot of good things about him.
Pushed for another single. Rotational strike. Yeah, Rohit is looking good. Decent run up.
I've heard he's very quick.
Yep, it seems to be fairly quick here, and it's going to be very interesting for him to now face Sagar. Another delivery down the leg side.
Of course, it's just warming up right now.
Wide, this will be welcome runs. Quick runs here. 2 added to the total with an extra. They need to find their line properly now. It's been 3 deliveries down the leg side, which has some cover. There's 1 fielder down there, but no third man. Well, we do have a third man. No fine leg.
Isn't it? He's getting the ball to move into the right-hander, so really needs to bowl a little towards the off stump. Meanwhile, chipped away by Usman for a single. So yeah, bowl closer to the off stump. I think that should be the idea for Rohit here.
Sagar ready to face his 3rd delivery. He's got 2 off 2. Going down the leg side, a bit of a shout. The batsmen sneak a run.
All 3 stumps visible there. No chance that were being given out.
It's the usual tendency of any bowler, whenever they see the ball hitting the pads, is always an off chance for them. And batsmen have been rotating the strike really well over here. 14 runs now of the first 10 deliveries of this match number 10, CBFS T20 League 2022, as Rohit charges in.
I think that's the best delivery that he has bowled in the over. That's the exact line that he should be bowling. Probably can bowl a little fuller if he wants to trouble the batsman a little more, but the line, that was the line with the ball shaping into the right-hander quite consistently. That's the delivery to bowl.
Plays it straight down the wicket. Oh, bit of a fumble there. Batsmen sneak a run, 15 off the first 2 overs. Captain comes back for his second over. Usman on strike. Short delivery, pulls it away. Has it gone over the distance? It's 6 signaled from the umpire. Usman is going to feel a little bit more confident after this stroke. He's going to bat freely. He has been eyeing that opportunity to go big. And Usman quickly moves on to 16 of 10.
Now that was a cracking shot there from Usman. Just fractionally short. It was not even all that short, to be very honest. Fractionally short, and he pounced onto it.
Down the wicket, smashes the stumps. Quick single. Looked like a decent shot. Now Sagar, is he going to join the party to go for the boundaries? Ready to face Saqib Mahmood, who's conceded 15 runs, 1.2 overs.
Not very well timed, but the placement is superb. That's a lovely shot from Sagar Kalyan. That will go all the way to the fence. So 4, first boundary for him.
Yeah, finally joins the boundaries party over here, comes down the wicket, straight, plays with the straight bat, and the fielder couldn't cut it off. And this is the beauty of power play, plenty of space for you to capitalize. And Sagar ready to face his 5th delivery.
Good comeback there from Saqib. Little bit of swing in the air for him. The wobbly delivery there, nicely played out by Sagar, dot ball.
Well, thanks to those boundaries, 11 Ace has found themselves in off on a decent start, 26 for no loss. He pulls that towards the boundaries, running away, and it will cross the fence. Another boundary for Sagar.
You just asked the question, will Sagar join the party? He is jumped into the party senior.
Yeah, looking fairly confident. A nice pull shot there. Found the gap, and the batsmen have been eyeing that open space in the leg side. They just got to find the line here, the bowlers. They don't want 11 Ace to run away with a high total, and a decent opening partnership now.
Excellent pickup shot there from Sagar Kalyan. It was pitched up. He just walked down the track and chipped it away towards mid-wicket for 4 more.
Expensive over this one from the skipper himself, and 11 Ace off onto 34 after 3. Rohit back on. Oh, that's a nice cut. That's racing away to the boundary. Usman also joining the party. He kick-started the party. He's running with it as well. 21 of 12.
Lovely shot there. That's a shot of a man in form. Backing away and cutting it from almost the off-stump area. Just the kind of start 11 Ace would have wanted after the 2 losses. One of them a heartbreaking loss. And talking about heartbreaks, this man endured the biggest of them all, 100, but couldn't finish the game, ended up on the losing side.
Gives himself room and whacks it down the boundary. Easy four and easy pickings for Usman over here.
Once again, he was backing away. This time, Rohit followed him. So he said, okay, let me hit it on the onside. Off to a terrific start here.
It was a very conservative first over, and then since then, it's been easy pickings for the batsman now. Usman quickly creeps up to 25 of 13. Bit of a chat.
I don't know what Sagar was trying to tell Usman there. And he goes for it again. This time doesn't time it. Dot ball.
Well, lucky to get away with that one. 42 for no loss of 3.5 overs. Rohit so far has conceded 15 runs of his 1.5 overs. And he'll be hoping for a quick comeback here. Charges in. Ooh. Good comeback with that bouncer. One for the over signalled by the umpire.
That was a very sharp bouncer. And I'm pretty sure that they will take a look at him. Of course, a lot of new laws coming in. There is the concussion test. The umpire doubling up as the physio as well.
A cheeky smile given back by Usman. Shows his confidence and willingness to carry on. And a big score so far. 42 for no loss, 3.4.
And he goes over extra this time. One bounce into the fence for 4. Third boundary of the over. They're on a roll here.
Yes, 7 fours now, 1 6, 8 boundaries so far. A decent start for 11 ace. Just falls short. Decent stroke. He is looking in good nick so far. 29 of 16. Carrying on from his form from the previous encounter.
Usman, and his ability to bat long is also something which is really very dangerous. So whenever he gets runs, he gets big runs.
He's looking in fine form, and that was the sound of it out of the ground. 6 runs, and that's a 50 run partnership so far. 52. Look at that. That's a very, very confident stroke.
Incredible hit there, and what a start this is for 11 ace. 4 overs bowled, 52 without loss. Now Jawad Ghani is into the attack. We didn't see him bowl. We didn't see him bat in the last game. When I asked him that, did you carry a nickel? He was like, no, I'm fit and fine. It's just that it's 20 overs cricket. Not everybody gets an opportunity.
He's been having a few chats with the bowlers, so let's see what magic does he bring to the table. And he'll be charging in from the Bukhater end. Right arm medium fast. Coming over the wickets. Sagar on strike.
He's one of my favorite cricketers from whatever little cricket I've seen in the UAE ever since having come here. Round the wicket he starts off with. Short ball pulled. No timing on that shot.
Yeah, a bit of pace off the ball as well. So this is going to be interesting for the set openers to tackle. They're off to a flying start.
That is what Jawad will do. Jawad will not give you pace at all. If you want to hit him, you'll have to generate all the pace.
Quick nudge for a single. Rotation of strike there. And Usman, the man in form, the man who means business. Looks like he's all set to carry on and eye that half century and think if he can anchor the innings towards a decent total.
Well, trust me, he doesn't believe in anchoring at all. He believes in carrying on. If he is in good nick, he believes in just making the most of the time.
He's been moving around his crease a lot as well. Unsettled bowler.
Bit of a leading edge there, so quickly goes to show that once the pace is taken off the ball, suddenly you just start to think twice before playing a shot. I played early, that shot. That's why I got a bit of a leading edge there.
Yeah, and that's prompted Osman to check out the pitch a little bit and then see where he can tackle Ghani as he comes over the wickets. Play and miss over there. Yeah, things are looking a bit tricky now. A couple of dot balls always changes the equation a little bit. Wasn't that far from the edge.
Yeah, then he got the ball to move away. Very well bowled again. Suddenly you feel you're watching a different game altogether.
Yeah, just one off it so far. And whenever dot balls are thrown into the mix in a T20 encounter, things do change. Can the openers navigate through this tough situation? Ghani comes back again over the wicket. Couldn't find the gap this time, and tight over. Only one coming off this as 11 ace are 53 for no loss after 5. Rohit coming for his third over, hoping to break this partnership. A bit of a change as well for the 11 ace side to face some pace off the ball in the previous over. Kept things tight. Now can Rohit get a breakthrough here? Sagar looking in decent nick so far, 16 of 10. Final over before the end of the power play.
They've just got 5 more deliveries of the power play. But of course, both Sagar and Usman are clean strikers of the ball, so power play or not doesn't really matter for them. Oh, nice. Hasn't timed it.
Lands safely, and the batsman will come back for a couple of runs. Risky. Well, that's what you got to do when the field is has moved in a bit. Decent strike rate so far for Sagar. 18 of 11. As Rohit comes back for his third delivery.
Excellent timing, excellent placement. Lovely cricket there from Sagar Kalyan. Outside the off stump, just opens the face of the blade and gets it away for 4.
Another welcome boundary for 11 ace. After a very tight over by Jawad Ghani. Sagar quickly moves on to 22 of 12.
I was thinking about a single sent back. Yes, I was saying that both these batters are good strikers of the ball. They rely on the timing and placement big time. So it would never really matter if the field is spread out or not. I think the power play for batsmen like these is more about psyche than ability, to be very honest.
Down the leg side, pushes back for a quick single.
In the Bukhatir League, Sagar got a fantastic 100. It was a brilliant knock from him. Usman got a very good 149 as well in one of the games. So you've seen quite a bit of good stroke play from both these batsmen. That's the pressure of the previous over. Backing away way outside the leg stump. Look at that. Nothing short there. That'll be the end of over number 6. Power play done. It's 60 for no loss. That's a power play so far, more like Usman play there. Some lovely shots played. Anything fractionally short was pulled. Anything pitched up was picked up. And that over, he just decided to go berserk. Over number 4. Backing away outside the leg stump, giving himself room and playing some lovely shots.
Ghani back in the attack for his second over. Another dots added to his tally. It's been a decent flow of runs so far for 11 ace, but Jawad has kept them tight.
Soft hands. This is something that Sagar is very good at as well. It's not just hitting the boundaries. He's very good at picking up those 1s and 2s, turning the strike over, keep frustrating the bowlers. Even before the ball is bowled, Usman was shadowing the Chauvel. Trying to plant some ideas in Jawad Ghani's mind, it seems.
Pulls this one away for a comfortable boundary. Usman, in fine form, picked that one up really well.
That was brilliantly struck indeed. He just hit it away Fractionally shot again and pulled away quite comfortably for 4. So change in the opening pair today for 11 ace. Khalid has not come out. Sagar joining Usman. It's definitely working well.
Wanted a single there, 10 back. Yeah, the run rate has been quite decent so far, just above 10 and over for them, and they'll feel a bit relaxed. They've got the boundary off this over, so it's never easy to target a bowler that is posing a little bit of a threat. Now another dot ball from Ghani.
Poor line there from Jawad. Little too straight, and Usman just puts it away in the same area once again. Another boundary.
Yeah, he looks in fine form so far. He looks fairly comfortable, has a nice chat, big smile on his face. And they both seem a bit confident now. Can they steer 11 ace to a decent total? Usman will be hoping to get his half century.
So expensive over this from Jawad. He's conceded 9 in this over.
It's added another protection on the leg side.
That was a little too high, that bounce, so we'll have to wait for the umpire's signal on that one. By signal.
Yeah, by signal. Did it look like a wide, do you reckon? Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah. Well,
marginal call, but I think it was tilted more towards being a wide, but then, yeah, that's what Usman is not happy about. Oh, he's reversed the call. It's called a wide now.
interesting things happening down on the pitch at the moment.
I think he's made the right call, if you ask me. It was a tad too high. It looked more wide than not.
Pulls it away. There's more protection now on the leg side. Quick single there for Usman. Yeah, expensive one for Ghani after a very tight over, conceding 13 of this.
7 overs bowled, 73 without loss, 11 ace.
Terrific opening partnership there, 73 after 7 overs, just above 10 and over. And some thinking to do for the Vision Shipping, who had won the toss earlier and opted to field. It's not proven to be a bad decision just yet, because a wicket here could change things around. But Usman and Sagar look like they want to steer the team onto a commanding position from now. Okay, so new bowler Left arm medium fast. Ikram Janjua.
Will be interesting to see what does he bring to the table now. We've not seen any sign of spin yet. And Usman likes to back away again. Oh, big mix up there. Just about manage to stay home.
Yeah, not a good throw there. This was an opportunity that was provided. You've got to capitalize.
Yeah, in one of the previous games, short ball nicely pulled. Very good shot there. Just a single. We saw Karwan. It was a team like Karwan. They were about 112-13 in 11 overs. And they finished with 169.
Yeah, you sometimes lose the plot, don't you? After a very explosive start, things can get pulled back very quickly. And this is what Sharjah Cricket Stadium does as well. And the pressure of putting on a good total. Sagar on strike.
Another comfortable single taken. I always say this, I mean, it almost seems like a cliche as you keep repeating it over and over again, is that what this kind of a start does is it allows overs number 7 to 13, 14 to be slightly quieter. I mean, you don't have the pressure of scoring 8, 9 runs an over in those overs. You can be okay with 6, 7 and over. But Usman, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like what I say.
He's moved on to his half century with that master stroke. Great shot.
And it didn't look like as if it was going to carry that far. And the kind of pace with which the ball went was phenomenal.
It's amazing. Great six there to reach your half century. 51 of 29. He's in fine form.
100 in the last game. 50 here. Was disappointed. Didn't finish the game last time around. Just a single this time.
It's been amazing. They've been finding boundaries very easily. 10 fours and 3 sixes so far. Terrific start for 11 ace. Ikram on his first over, proving to be a little bit expensive. 9 off his over so far.
Yeah, direct hit would have been interesting. Not to be. That is the end of the over then. 8 overs bowled is 83 without loss.
Ghani is going to be back for his third over, and they're getting through their overs very quickly now. 8 overs bowled, but still fetching for that breakthrough. Where can they get these answers from? Sagar's on strike. Both batsmen look very, very comfortable. Usman has been on full throttle mode, whereas Sagar is happy to steer things. Ghani coming over the wickets. That'll be a wide. Yeah, in these situations when the team is looking for an opening, they do lose the plot with their line and length. And they're hoping that it could be a little bit of an error from the batsman's side. The keeper moves up.
Lovely shot there from Sagar Kalyan. Cut away brilliantly. Straight to the fielder in the deep, just a single.
Yeah, it was a very expensive over for Ghani, the previous over. We'll be looking for a comeback. And a good comeback will be breaking this partnership, which is posing to be very, very dangerous. Comes down the wicket. Bit of a chance, it looked like it, but no, comfortable. Another 6 added to his tally.
Yes, Usman there stepping out. It was pitched outside the off stump. He just reached out to it and just patted it away. Of course, that's the shorter side of the ground, so that makes it easier for the ball to fly, but still, very good shot.
Is that gone? That's him. That's it. The opening partnership broken, and a very, very important wicket. And a great catch at mid-on. And as we predicted, for Ghani to make a solid comeback is to break this partnership, and he's just done just that. 91 for 1 after 8.5. Osman, after a brilliant knock, back in the dugout, 58 of 32, 6 fours and 4 sixes.
Excellent innings indeed. So he departs for 58 of 32. It's 91 for 1.
Left hand on the crease, Khalid Shah coming 1 down in this game, and Ghani will be pleased after getting that breakthrough. Is that going to slow things down for 11 ace? Only time will tell, but so far they're off to a flyer. 91 for 1 after 8.5. Never too easy for a new man to come in and play with the same run rate, but Khalid Shah being traditionally an opener as well.
And he likes to go for the shots as well. He's not someone who will really try to play any conservative cricket. And that's his favorite area. Straight to the fielder this time. That is a dot ball.
Yeah, a bit of covering behind the keeper with both the fine leg and third man.
Khalid, again, not happy with that.
No, just 1 for the over. It's gone just above the shoulders. Yeah, it's now given a lot more batsmen and try to be more of umpires now. It's going up to the umpires, appealing for decisions to go in their favour. But Ghani is keeping things tight over here. 2 dot balls for Khalid.
That will be a wide. That will definitely be a wide. Big smile on the umpire's face.
Yeah, they're having a good game so far out there as well, and it's all in good nature when there's exchanges of smiles. And Ghani.
These two borderline calls there. One went in favor of the batsman, the other in the bowler. So the umpire is trying to make things even. Dot ball will finish the over. 9 balls, 92 for 1. After 9 overs, we see the first signs of spin as Mohammad Nadeem comes into bowl.
He's got both the long on and long off. Wants some protection down the wicket. Sagar is going to be on strike. This should be 2.
Khalid, of course, fresh legs. Running between the wickets is going to be pretty good. On the pads this time, but no run scored. So it will be interesting to see what does Nadeem bring to the table with his off spin, left arm spin, beg your pardon.
Another rotation of strike will now give Khalid an opportunity to get off the mark, get his eye in. Good line from Nadeem so far. Good idea to get a left arm spinner in play whilst the left-hander is on strike. That's is a racing away towards the boundary fence. Will be cut off. There'll be 2 runs and then a wide signal from the umpire.
Extra runs always welcome. Too far down the leg side there. Won't be very pleased about it for sure.
Yeah, they've got to keep things tight. Once you've got you get a breakthrough, break the opening partnership. Upish lands safely. Batsman will grab a quick single.
Right up in the block hole this time. Very nicely dug out. We'll pick up another single then.
After 10 overs, it is 99 for 1. Change in bowling. Another left arm spin. Quick single there from the batsman.
So that's 100 up. 100 up at pretty much very good time. Fayaz getting to roll his arm over, will be bowling to Khalid here. Two fielders on the onside, 3. And 2 on the offside in the deep. Easy pickings those. Another comfortable single taken.
Yeah, Khalid looking to get his eye in. And there's no point of playing some risky shots now, given the wicket has just gone down 10 runs. 10-run partnership now so far, trying to build this. Sagar, the set man in.
Excellent running. Soft hands, and Sagar straight away calling for that single. Now Khalid is someone we've seen that he doesn't like to bat with this kind of a strike rate at all. Flattish this time. Clipped away for another single.
Well, this is a perfect start, an ideal start rather, that the opening pair has provided. You can afford to take things slow. Couldn't find the gap there. Tight bowling from Fayaz. Only 4 conceded so far. Three fielders on the onside. Sagar looks to eye that region.
Didn't get the placement right on that occasion, so that'll just be a single. 11 bowled, 104 for 1.
Nothing back into the action. Oh, that's it. Another wickets for Division Shipping. Sagar taking off his helmet and straight back to the bowler. Things can not go in your favour when you do break your opening partnership in such a way, and then another quick, important wicket for Division Shipping to stop the acceleration from 11 ace. So both set batsmen are now back in the dugout.
He is disappointed. Sagar is very disappointed. It was a soft dismissal. He departs for 34 of 28, 104 for 2.
New man in, Kanain Abbas.
As the captain walks into the middle then. He'll be on strike. He'll take his time to settle down. He's someone who doesn't really go for it right from the word go, but they're in the 12th over now. So I think both Khalid and Abbas have about 2-3 overs to hang around and try and get a feel of things.
Yeah, that'll be the right thing to do. Both the bowlers, the spin bowlers, have been very good with their line and length, keeping things tight. And the last thing you want to do now is to lose too many wickets and ruin that quick start, because 11 ace, 2 games so far in this league and yet to open their account. They do want to walk away with a win here. That's a good shout, and the umpire has raised his finger, and another breakthrough.
Well, Nadeem is doing a fantastic job here. Brilliant delivery that came back in sharply. And the finger went up. Khalid Shah departs for 5 of 8 deliveries, and they are losing the plot here.
Yeah, quick wickets here and terrific bowling. Wonderful control from Nadeem to get that LBW, and it was a great shout as well. Convinced the umpire straight away. Khalid was a bit disappointed with that decision for some reason, but he has to go back into the dugout.
It looks straightforward to me. 105 for 3.
Rahul Chopra, the new man in, had a very nice smile going onto the crease. Faces Nadeem, the danger man so far.
Pick up a couple of runs there. Good running between the wickets.
Off the mark straight away. He means business. Yeah, Nadeem's done really well so far to get those 2 important wickets to bring Vision Shipping back into the game.
Very watchful there. That'll be the end of the over. 12 bowled, 107 for 3. So spinners pulling things back here for the Vision Shipping. As we see Fayaz into his 2nd over. Nadeem from the other end has picked up a couple of wickets. Really provided the team with something to cheer for.
Captain, a reverse sweep. Couple of runs for him.
Suddenly you feel that, okay, it's been reset. Whatever you had done so far, the team's good start has been undone. You have to start from scratch.
Finds the gap there. A quick single. Yeah, the boundaries have dried up. over the last few overs. They can still stage a good total going here from here. Chopra on strike. Bit of width. Cut away to the covers, no run.
They'll have to look at something around 180, beg your pardon. That is going to be important to get there. Ayers dragged it back on. This is very, very disappointing indeed. And now Fayaz strikes. Big blow this. Another one goes down.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with that shot selection. Lack of feet movement, and that's cost them this wicket. Spinners turning things round here in Sharjah. And all the good work from the openers, the middle order, not supporting that.
Disappointing end to Rahul Chopra's innings. 110 for 4.
New man in, right-handed batsman. Shaurya Singh.
This is coming to the side today. Beautiful delivery that. What a moment I felt. There was an outside edge, but a lot of turn. That'll be the end of the over. 13 bowled, 110 for 4.
Yeah, a lot rests on the captain's shoulder now to guide his team out of this dangerous phase as they grab a quick single here. 170 or 180 seemed to be an ideal target to set. A lot of work is required for that as the new man in takes guard and will hope to steer the team away from danger zone.
I haven't seen much of Shaurya. So whatever he does is going to be a bit of a surprise for me as well. Looks solid. I'm not sure if that is what 11 Ace want right now, because that run rate, which was around 10 and over, has dropped to 8.
Down the wicket for a quick single. Nadeem comes back for the final bowl of the over. Keeper calls for a stumping opportunity. Seems to be comfortable. 112 for 4 after 14. Fayaz to continue. I think that's the right call from the captain to go for the kill here, because one more wicket will certainly expose the tail, and 11 ace will be a bit disappointed for being pegged back. Shaurya Singh on strike. There's a thick edge there. We'll be lucky to get away with this as well.
Yes, that was very close. Oh, just wide. Just wide of the wicketkeeper there.
That's it. Game over. Shaurya Singh departs. Fayaz grabs his second wicket. He's kept things tight. It wasn't too easy for these batsmen to get away. Runs were dried up. And
I went right through him there. Absolutely nothing short. Coming down the track, looking to go through the line. Departs for 1 of 7. Fayaz has picked up 2 as well, and just get a feeling that both these bowlers are going to bowl out here. It's 112 for 5 now.
new man in, Nilansh Keswani takes guard. He's ready to face Fayaz Ahmed, who's grabbed 2 very important wickets. And ever since the openers rather had departed, the spinners have been in control. Bit of a shower for LBW. Pitched outside leg. Going down. Nilansh has to get his eye in and navigate through this tough period. Bit of width offered, cut away to get off the mark.
Yes, Nilansh is someone who's been pretty much the apple of the eye of every cricket fan in the UAE right now. Has been someone who's been anticipated to do great things going forward in his career. That's a good shot. That's a good looking shot on the roof.
Yeah, welcome boundary for 11 ace, because the boundaries had dried up and the spinners seemed to be in good control. And a very brave shot from the captain. 119 for 5.
So Nilansh's job here will be to pick up the 1s and 2s. Give the strike to Conan Abbas.
I think they'll have to get through this over without losing a wicket, because Nadeem has proven to be the danger man here, grabbing those 2 important wickets. tight overs and only conceding 12 runs. And it's a good call from their captain to keep him going.
He's delighted with what he's done so far. 2 for 12 in his 4th over. Hardly conceded anything, to be very honest.
Last delivery kept a bit low for Nilansh. Plays it back safely for. They're looking for a double, and they'll quickly get that. Good running between the wickets.
It's very good running indeed. Just the 4 overs after this. Can they get to 160? Nicely played. He'll pick up a single.
Yeah, as we approach the latter half of this innings, it's always a good idea to keep the scoreboard ticking, get those runs. Down the wicket for a quick single. Yeah, it was the explosive start that helped them get to this mark, or get to this stage, because those 5 quick wickets have certainly dented their hopes of getting 180. Flight offered.
There's so much so now 160 looks difficult. 16 overs bowled, 124 for 5. Now Saqib went for 27 in his 2 overs up front. That was because Usman was on a rampage. He's come back to finish things off. I'm very, very surprised that Fayaz hasn't been given this over. Should have wrapped it up is what I feel, but Saqib has different ideas, and sharing his ideas in the comm box now is going to be Asim. Nilansh on strike. Too far outside the off-spin, wide there. Welcome, Asim. Very good evening.
Very good evening to all our viewers. Good evening, Nishant. And pretty awkward looking start here for Saqib Mahmood, especially when you're bowling against the likes of Usman Khan. It's not going to be an easy challenge out there. And if you're missing your mark, there's a very rare or a less margin for error. Especially when you're bowling to likes of Usman, Asif Lala, Wasim. I mean, these are good batters who will pounce onto these small opportunities that they find and try to score as many runs as possible. Meanwhile, after losing wickets here, back-to-back wickets here coming in for 11 ace. And they are slightly being pushed on the back foot here.
Hasn't timed it, but that lands safe.
Well, you're back on that first wicket here. After a couple of games on the second wicket. You were out there, Nishant, earlier. What do you reckon of a good total on this track?
Well, I think 150 should be challenging, because the pitch is doing its tricks. Comes down the track, looks to go for the shot there.
Do we still see those variable bounce coming through on this track? You know, the first couple of days we saw that variable bounce. From one end it bounces extra, the other end it keeps low. Do we see that sort of a variable bounce still?
We saw a little bit of up and down, yes. Like a few deliveries from the spinners did keep a touch low. There was some purchase for both the spinners, which is again heartening to see. And just get a feeling as the ball gets softer, it's becoming difficult for the batters to score runs. And Nilansh goes aerial, hasn't timed it, straight to the fielder in the deep.
Ali Abid making no mistake. He tried to improvise with his stance, trying to eye that shorter boundary. And I think looks like he just did not get the middle of the bat, getting the upper part. And straight to Ali Abid, who makes no mistakes. End of Nilansh Keswani. He is making his way back to the pavilion, out for 6 of 11 deliveries. In fact, of 10 deliveries there, 127 for 6. So Ehsan is the new batter. He'll be on strike. And that's been worked around towards the cow's corner, looking for 2. And Jawad Ghani, who's not the quickest and strongest with the arm, they'll manage to scamper through for 2.
It's good running there. I think it was always Conan's call to go for that second. He pushed him to go for that second. And that's why he made it home very easily as well. Last ball of over number 17. Clipped away. This time just a single. 17 bowled, 130 for 6. Now this is a crucial over. Now, there were 92 in the 9th over when they lost the wicket of Usman. After that, 8 overs, they've scored 38 runs. They've lost 5 more wickets. Shot, nicely pulled away. Lovely shot from Hassan. That's more like it. I was just trying to come to this point. Asim was just trying to mention that it was not a coincidence that they got in the slower bowlers and run scoring became difficult. I think with the ball getting older, bringing in the slower bowlers, bringing in the bowlers who can cut the pace of the ball, it's going to be difficult to get runs on this wicket. That's what has happened. First 9 overs, seam bowlers bowled and they got runs. Next 8 overs, bowlers tried to take pace off the ball. There was hardly anything possible. Now again, pace comes on, first ball is a boundary.
I mean, it gets easier for the batters. They're looking for pace, trying to utilize that. And especially when the spinners are bowling, balls not coming onto the bat so easily, you have to do that extra work. Now that has been slashed over the backward point region. That will be another boundary. 2-2 here for Ehsan. So change of direction there, but they know this is the time that they'll have to cut loose and get as many runs as possible. Ideally, should be looking at 160 plus from here on, which should be gettable.
Yeah, I think 22 more runs needed to get to 160 of, 16 deliveries remaining. Shouldn't be a problem.
On the higher side, I reckon getting closer to that 175 mark would be, that's definitely going to push them in the driver's seat. Now, that's a good shot delivery. He is known for those quick ones. Rohit. Quick off the surface and makes the ball do the talking with that extra skid that he gets in from the surface. So Rohit was that missing element for TVS in the Bukhadir League. He's back in the side, but he's not among those who swings the ball, mind you. He is one who generates pace. He will try to bowl those quick ones that comes and hurries onto you, but something to do with the swing. I mean, I'm not sure whether he has mastered that art.
That's a lovely shot from Ehsan. That's gone all the way for 6. Very well struck.
That was a slower delivery, and he read it to perfection there, Ehsan. Playing it towards the square leg region for half a dozen. So he has increased, I mean, that anti-climax that is provided here. 17 of 6 deliveries, 144 for 6 at the moment, and things are looking to get back on track here for 11 ace. Mind you, TVS is a very, very good batting side. They bat deep, they bat right till the end, and they wouldn't mind any score around 160, 165. They would take that.
Although Saqib suggested that he would want to keep them under 150 or around 150. But now, as you mentioned, Asim, it's a bright chance that they might just get to 170 here.
Well, obviously, you know, these last 2 deliveries will set that tone here where they are actually heading in the last 2. And we've known how teams capitalize on these ending overs, the last 15, 20 odd deliveries, trying to capitalize and score double the rate at which they have done in the previous overs. That's right in the block hole.
Look at Conan Abbas there. He is very good between the wickets, Conan Abbas. And always the person who initiates the extra run.
Well, really love that confidence that he's showing in Ehsan, and why not? He has scored around 19 odd runs in 7 deliveries. Why would you not let him have a go? Being the captain, that's the maximum. I mean, that's the least that you would do, is have your best man on strike. Full toss delivery. That has been carved towards the wide of long off. And that will be another boundary to finish. What an over. What a wonderful over here coming in for 11 ace.
Just get a feeling that that one over of Fayaz that they didn't bowl is going to come back to haunt them. 18 bowled, 150 for 6. Conan Abbas on strike, having a chat with his counterpart, the wicket keeper there.
It looks pretty identical when you look at them closely.
Just that Conan is a little taller. Now Fayaz comes in to bowl this over. And he's gone down the ground all the way for 6.
Now, when you don't let bowlers bowl in tandem, that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. Now, he tries to toss it up in the air in the 19th over. I am not sure how wise is that move here.
As wise as it was to not bowl Mohammad Nawaz in that 15th over in the India-Pakistan match. Short delivery cut straight to the fielder, single taken.
Well, left-arm spin has been used towards the end of the innings, has been that norm these days. And well, it's just not working. People are not able to realize that it is not the ideal thing to do.
Well, then the left-arm spinner has to be Ravindra Jadeja. That's uppish. Might get the wicket. He will get the wicket. But at this stage, it's not about the wickets that are taken. It's about the runs that are conceded.
Now, that was tossed up in the air. I think a wrong shot selection from Ahsan. He should have stepped down the track and played it straight. It would have made a lot of sense had he played that shot, or probably played it inside out towards extra. Nonetheless, he's out for 23, vital 23 runs, which will make a difference in the result of this particular match. 23 of 9 for him, a handy knock, 157 for 7. KKGS is the new bats batter and tries to heave it on the onside. Well, 2 more balls to go in this over. And if they manage to keep them out down under 170, I think will be a very decent total here. That's played uppish in the air, chance, and what a controlled looking catch there from Ali Abid. He measured the boundary ropes first, got his foot planted, and then took it very, very easily.
Okay, it's time for us to eat some humble pie because just 7 runs conceded in this over and a couple of wickets taken by Fayaz here.
Imagine that 7 runs came in of the first 2 balls. After that, it has been the affair of dots. And KKGS out back to the pavilion for a duck, sorry. And 8 down here, 11 is for 157.
And another one. That's a 5 for Fayaz, would you believe it?
Well, just proving us wrong there. And Riaz Khalik just could not disturb the scorers there. He's back to the pavilion after a golden duck, 157 for 9. And how often have we seen 11 ace collapsing?
So final over of the innings. Who's going to bowl it? Options, Jawad and Saqib. Looks like it's Jawad who is going to bowl. Yes.
I think a wise move here, especially with Konain Abbas on strike. You would want to dart those Yorkers in. And Jawad Ghani has that experience on his shoulders, the way to deal with such situations wherein you have the set batter on strike, what sort of deliveries to bowl. And have to wait and see what sort of response does Konain Abbas have here. 20 of 13 for him.
Big appeal. Umpire not interested.
Well, that was a good shout. I can see that leg stick. Well, I think a close call. But you can probably say that the umpire, you can stick with that umpire's call here.
Yeah, it was an umpire's call is what I believe as well. So I wouldn't have probably, I mean, nobody would have complained had he given that out either. Full toss. Club straight down the ground. He's not taking the run.
Interesting call. Mind you, last 6 deliveries, no runs have come through here for Lebanese. And that's suicidal, I would say.
Not a big fan of batsmen not taking runs when batting first, to be very honest. You can do that when you're chasing because you know exactly what you want.
Now you get it.
What's the point?
Well, are you just accepting the fact that, well, I just cannot hit him? You tried your luck, did not take a single. I think these small runs makes a difference in a big match, especially when Lebanese are coming in for a very important game that they want. It's a must-win for them.
He does well. Sharif picks up a single of the first ball. So basically you've missed out on 1 run.
In fact, the first dot as well. 2 dot balls, 2 singles, and I think TVS wouldn't have asked for more. 7 of Fayaz over, and then 2 here.
Excellent bowling by Jawad. And again he doesn't take the single.
Now he wants to fancy a chance on the last ball. Well, if he's darting it in, you probably might want to take a step forward and then try to, smash one, because it's hitting the lower part of the bat. That's why he's not able to, get underneath it.
He needs to hit a boundary or a 6. Doesn't time. Doesn't time. Single it is. That will be it. They will reach exactly 160 in 20 overs. Abbas. Well, he finishes with 22 of 18. And I just get a feeling that if you look at the start, then they will be disappointed. 11 ace. But then if you look at the middle phase, I think the last 4 overs, they should be more than satisfied. 58 and 34 at the top from Usman and Sagar. 22 unbeaten from Abbas. 23 of 9 from Hassan is probably the most crucial innings if you leave aside Usman's 50. 160 for 9 is what they finished with.
Well, I think very decent in terms of the in the extras as well here. 11 A's usually TVS. We have seen them being very lenient on that extras part. See approximately 15-20 extra runs conceded in almost every match. They've been really spot on in this very game. 160, I think they would take that too with that sort of a heavy batting lineup. 160 for 9. 61 would be the target when they come out to chase in the second innings. But as far as the bowling is concerned, the man who stood out there, 5 for 22 in his 4 overs, Fayaz Ahmed, was on a roll here tonight. Nadeem picked up 2 for 17 in his 4, very economical. And Jawad Ghani picked up 1 for 26 in his 4. Saqib Mahmood picked up 1, but he was expensive here, bowled at an economy of 33. But Rohit, very, very surprising, 52 of 4 overs. That one expensive over where Ehsan took him for runs has actually disturbed the entire, stats of his. And if you look at the fall of wickets, I mean, it looks disastrous. That has been you know, it's really a norm when 11 is actually batting.
That's how the innings panned out. Usman was off to a brilliant start. Some lovely shots played by him. And he really took the attack to the opposition. Was, of course, very well supported by Sagar Kalyan, who played his shots brilliantly as well. That was that over where he actually got stuck into Rohit, hitting him for boundaries and sixes in the very same over, backing away, giving himself room. Sagar from the other end was focusing on timing and placement. Usman was in murderous form. That six was brilliant, and that is how he got out. And that's where everything went downhill. Soft dismissal for Sagar. Then Khalid. And Rahul Chopra there just kept losing wickets. It was a procession. Kunan Abbas managed to hit a six, but 1-6 was never going to be good enough for them to get to a big total. Couple of boundaries there. And of course that 9-ball 24 cameo, very handy. That was the end of the cameo there. Diaz tried to hit the first ball, second ball in fact he faces out of the park. Hit it straight to the fielder in the deep. Ali Abid pouching it safely. Then Kaku looking for the big shot, getting stumped. That's how the innings folded. That's about it then. Target for the Vision Shipping when they come out to bat is 161 in 20 overs. We'll be back after a short break with all the action from the run chase.
All right, welcome back to the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We are here for this run chase of 161 runs to get in 20 overs. And Vision Shipping will be out there to start this run chase. Required run rate from the beginning will be 8.05. And joining me in the comm box for the first passage of play is going to be Abdul Kareem. Welcome, Abdul.
Well, thanks, Asim. Yeah, I think 11 Ace will be disappointed with that total. I think they and the Vision Shipping will fancy their chances here. 160. A challenging total, but won't be too much of a tough ask for their strong batting lineup. 11 Ace were off to a flyer in the first 10 overs, but then pegged back by some sensational bowling from the spinners. They did make an error there by not bowling out Fayaz Ahmed earlier, but he did well to restrict the smooth flow of runs towards the latter end of the innings. And it'll be interesting to see how the Vision Shipping tackles this. 11 Ace yet to get off the mark in this league. They've played 2 games so far, both defeats whilst chasing, but now will be interesting how they can defend.
Now, a very interesting change in the lineup there. Hafizur Rahman is not a part of the side. The talented left-arm fast bowler from Rawalpindi. Now, he has made his presence felt with every game that he has played. Yes, tad expensive after his recovery from the injury, but he still has it in him to the knack of picking up wickets up front, and definitely they're going to be missing that element here in this game. Again, one more aspect that is going to be very important for 11 Ace is how does the captain, Kunain Abbas, marshal his troops? Because that has been a pain point, in my opinion, of not knowing the players very well and not able to know the opposition very well. Here we go.
Bit of width offered, and skipper goes for it as well. Playing miss to start things off.
Was outside off stump. Width on offer. Saqib a bit too lazy with his approach in the shot. Went onto the back foot, but just not able to make enough connection.
Yeah, the toss, he did say that he'd prefer to restrict them to around 150, just 10 more than his prediction. It shouldn't bother them too much. You've been watching the Vision Shipping quite closely. Do you reckon they've got a strong lineup for this?
Well, absolutely. I mean, Saqib, Salman, Nasir Faraz, Nadeem, good players of spin and pace both. Actually, they're all-round cricketers, and the kind of balance that they have brought in the, especially in the T20 format of the game, it's something remarkable. A few days back they managed to chase 240 in 20 overs by just losing 2 wickets, and after this complete revamp of their side, I'd say in the last 8 months or a year, they have been phenomenal with their approach. They've been, on the mark, how they want to be asking questions at really good top teams here.
Certainly would bring a lot of confidence to the side, chasing 160.
I mean, in the past year or two, their main issue was in the batting order, and which has turned out to be their strength now. Earlier, they were so vulnerable in their approach, especially when in the batting department. Openers were not able to last long, not getting those strong, positive starts. But that has been a complete opposite of what we used to see earlier of TVS. Now that's an outside edge that's going all the way. And excellent work in the deep by Riyaz Khalik.
Yeah, nicely cut off to avoid and prevent that going all the way to the fence. No slip in place. So 2 runs off the first 4 bowls. It's best to get their eye in, because with 11 Ace as well, we saw how well the opening partnership had steered their first innings, and then they were dented by some pace off the ball with some spin bowling. And Saqib Mahmood, the skipper, on strike.
Now, he was almost being foxed there with that slower delivery. Just keeping the eye on the ball right till the end. And just as you've rightly pointed out there that, you know, the middle overs, they gave it a good start, 11 ace. In the middle overs, they were very vulnerable in their approach, just very shaky. Even though they are very good on papers, the likes of Rahul Chopra adding a lot of value in the middle overs. But things have not clicked for them, apparently. And that's exactly has been the strength of TVS on the other side. That's pulled straight to the fielder. And that'll just be a single to end the first over. TVS 4 for no loss after the first over. Here comes Sharif. And back of the line delivery, just punched it straight to the fielder. That will be a dot to start here of Sharif's spell. And Salman Khan, a very, very impressive batter. I mean, Salman, Nasir Faraz, Malik Nadeem. I mean, they've been so vital inclusion here in the TVS side that they've completely changed the shape of how people look at this team now versus how they used to perceive this team a year down, before. I mean, they've been magnificent. I mean, the game is actually speaking. And off late, they also won a tournament, an A Division Open tournament. Meanwhile, that's racing away towards the fine leg boundary. It's a leg by, but definitely will help.
Yeah, welcome boundary for Division Shipping. Some extra runs added to their total.
A very different paced outfield here today. We've seen mixed of how things have progressed here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. First of those games, the ball was literally not traveling. Even after hitting with a lot of power, the ball was just not traveling. The extra cushion is taken away, it seems, by the groundsman. And we see the ball rolling over quite swiftly. That has been pulled. There is a square leg in place. Will just be a single.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, it's 9 without loss for the Division Shipping in the pursuit of 161. After a decent start, the opening pair. And they will fancy the chances. Captain on strike, facing Sharif. Another wide delivery. Not an ideal start for them, defending a modest total. Can pose a bit of a challenge, but knowing Division Shipping's quality batting lineup, you've got to keep things tight. and eye those early breakthroughs.
Absolutely. And with the kind of form that the team is in, it's you always get into that flow automatically. That's played up-ish. Chance for the fielder, but slightly wide of Khalid Shah. But they'll manage to get two.
He could have gone for it, gone for a dive and take that catch, but preferred to stop the boundary, the risk of letting it go all the way.
Well, trust me, Khalid Shah is the last one who would not think of diving. He prefers flying around, regardless whether he's on the field, whether he's keeping. He loves doing that. Bad delivery, but not getting the deserving punishment there. Just a single played to the square leg region.
Yeah, the game plan from here should be just to get your eye in, not get too worried about the total.
I mean, it's going to be tough, especially when you're batting against Sharif, who doesn't offer you enough pace. You'll have to wait and then try to invent your shot and add power to it as well. Just timing won't help.
Yeah, dot ball to end the over. 13 without loss.
What a start here for Nilansh Keswani. Straight away, that drift in the air. And trust me, Abdul Karim, you would love watching this kid bowl.
Yeah, he played really well as a batsman as well, but was unlucky. And an animated appeal turned down by the umpire. And I've heard that he's got a lot of promise in his career.
Well, absolutely a very promising talent. And you know what you love about this character is that he doesn't fear bowling at any batter. You bring him any international cricketer here, he'll accept the challenge, ask the captain, give me the ball, I'll bowl. It's in the air and will clear the fence. Just by a margin, but that was enough. It was a shorter boundary, mind you, had he bowled it from the other end, this could have been an easy catch. Not to be so, it's a shorter boundary and immediately Salman Khan pouncing on the opportunity there. It's half a dozen, that's the first one of the night here.
Goes at it again. Not the place where he wanted it, but it will get two.
Now, just talking about Nilansh, he's been really, really promising and definitely the kind of chances that he's getting to play in the A-Division circuit and the way he's performing as well. That's the best part. Accepting challenges is one thing and then coming out and delivering is a different.
Oh, well fielded there. 22 for no loss. Just conceded that boundary there, but a good comeback.
Again, not getting the middle of the bat there. Salman. Kunain Abbas covering it up. End of the third over. TVS 23 for no loss.
Sharif back for his second over and keeping things tight over here, conceding only 5 in the previous. Another dot ball to start. Salman has done well to get 12 runs of 13. Just an ideal start for division shipping, not to lose too many wickets during the power play.
And punching it off the back foot for a single. So bowling on pretty tight lines here. Sharif, very experienced campaigner, was a part of the team called as Alubon Tigers when they were playing the A division cricket. You know, talking about the last 5 years, they've ruled the A division cricket here, except the last 2 years, I would say, where the team hasn't been a regular participant. But yes, before that, they were absolutely spot on. Alubon, Eurocon, different names with the same team. Up in the air, chance for the fielder, but I'll just drop short of KKGS. And it's going to be tough to clear that boundary because it's massively big. It's going to be even tougher for those players from international standard to actually clear that boundary because it's very big. Unless pace is being offered here to the batters, hitting spinners on a slow track or medium pacers who are mixing it up, it's not going to be easy at all.
Yeah, it's a big gap on the onside, and that's where 11 Ace had also capitalised quite well. Good shout, and that's it. Given first wicket, Sharif draws first blood for 11 Ace.
Now that was crashing onto the leg stump. A good call here coming in from the umpire. That's the end of Salman, who was looking a bit restless in terms of his approach, I'd say. 15 deliveries for his 30. Not the ideal looking Salman Khan that we have seen. Not able to put a blockbuster on tonight. 25 for 1.
Yeah, the opening partnership broken very quickly. And is it going to bother too much for Vision Shipping? And Sharif has been excellent, to be honest. He's taken on what the captain had ordered, get that early wicket. Nadeem is going to be ready or take the mark, and coming one down to help his team.
Well, not going to be easy at all here, Kareem. It's going to be tough affair because you've not made full use of the power play overs here. Just 25 on board. Yes, the required run rate at the beginning was 8 per over. It's at 8.3 right now. But I think in order to have a promising start or a strong hold onto the game, you need to have that good power play that you need to yield runs in. Just 25 right now. Still 2.2 overs to go in the power play. And Nadeem starts off with a maximum. That's what he offers to you on the plate. Doesn't matter if he's facing the first ball or the last ball. If it's a bad one, it's going to get punishment.
Nicely controlled, cut as well. Bit of height, and he's well capitalized. Great stroke to get off the mark. He means business here. Yeah, Sharif will look for a comeback after that earlier delivery, going for the maximum as he returns over the wicket. Nadeem on strike. Yeah, edged away, another boundary. Welcome runs for the Vision Shipping. And they end the fourth over 35 for 1.
Well, it's time for a Chinaman bowler coming in from the SCA end. Again at the shorter boundary. Starts off with the wrong one.
Yeah, that's spun sharply. Almost got that edge.
Well, imagine with the new ball he's able to turn that much. Well, regardless how big you're going to turn, if Saqib Mahmood is in his role, it's going to be difficult to stop him. It was not within that, it was not a bad delivery, I'd say, Kareem. It was just that it was a top-class shot played by Saqib Mahmood.
Yeah, enough power on it to send it away out of the ground. And they'll look for another ball.
Definitely that will invite a new ball to be brought in play because of the fact that they've lost that ball in the power play. So that's definitely going to be a fresh start here from that end. Now it'll be interesting if KKJS is able to get that turn. Ball is new, has that shine. It's going to be more of that skid on from the surface.
A dot ball after that boundary. Saqib is looking in good nick so far. He is going to hope to play a decent knock here to steer his side over.
Just a minor technical change in his batting approach. Probably could be slightly get close in the line of the middle stump. That's been played uppishly over the extra coverage and ball is racing away. And does not have enough legs. Kunain Abbas covers it up. A couple of runs added here for Saqib and Team TVS. That was a very short delivery. Went onto the back foot and punched it over the infield. I think that's going to be the approach here coming in for Saqib in the last 8 odd deliveries in the power play. And I won't be surprised if he continues to play that because that has been the natural approach.
Swept away for a quick single. I like this approach from 11 ace. We've seen in the previous innings when pace was taken off the ball, a couple of wickets had tumbled. And this time round, spin coming on early in the power play overs. But the Vision Shipping have got a clear vision at what they are hoping to stage. A decent score on the board now in the power play.
Well, at one stage it was looking tough for Vision Shipping, that whether they'll even be able to cross 40-45 run mark in the 6 overs, but that probably the last 2 balls of the previous over had set the tone here. 5 overs gone, 44 for 1. Five overs, 44 for 1, and no change here from the Bukhatar end. It's going to be Sharif Asadullah to continue, but definitely some change coming in the voices in the comm box. Joining me once again is going to be Nishant Majetia. Welcome back, Nishant.
Yes, thank you very much, Asif. Saqib is the man who is on strike. He opens the bowling, opens the batting. He's the captain of the side.
Is that Neil Johnson effect Zimbabwe had one point of time?
Pulled straight to the fielder there. That is a dot ball.
A very interesting shot there played by Saqib. No foot movement whatsoever. And a ball pitched outside the off stump. He could have played it through the line, deciding to go cross the line. And how often have we seen a batsman who plays through the line versus someone who plays across the line? The elegance is completely different. The class looks completely different of both the players. Forget about the class. When you can hit the ball that long, it does not matter.
That was nicely struck indeed. Very good shot there. Again, hitting it across the line over wideish long gone for a 6. 50 up for TVS with that. 1-4, 4 sixes.
Not surprised with that approach from TVS. 50 for 1 after 5.2. I think they've covered it up pretty nicely in the last 10 odd deliveries.
This time he looks to go through the line. Good stop by Nilansh.
Now, in absence of Hafizur Rahman, they'll be really thinking how to use Ehsan Shahzad, because he's that only bowler who can probably save runs in the death. But apart from that, I don't see any other option that can come out in rescue for Konain Abbas.
So we'll have to wait and watch. How does he use him? How does he use Nilansh?
I'm just trying to calculate the number of bowlers that they have, the options that they have. They have Riaz Khalik, they have KK Gias, Ehsan Shahzad, Nilansh Keswani, and Sharif Asadullah. So out of this, not sure how they're going to manage their troops.
So we'll wait and watch. I have a question for you, Asim. What is the most striking feature of the game tonight? Looks like Sharif is struggling there. Yes, looks like he's struggling. And not sure if he's going to continue. Something to do with his calf. Not very comfortable there, Sharif. He's got 3 more overs to bowl. 3 more deliveries to bowl in this over, beg your pardon. Will he be able to finish the over is the question. Goes for the big shot, Nadeem. It's up in the air, it lands safe. Hassan giving it the chase, pulls it back, well done. Good teamwork there. And they pick up only a single. Excellent effort.
I think stopping a certain boundary there, it is slightly quicker in that area of the outfield compared to what we see towards our right, which is a longer side, and some extra cushion there as well.
Couple of deliveries remaining in this over. And he pulls out. He pulls out. Well, we've got a couple of deliveries to tell me what is the most striking feature of today's game, Asim.
Well, one of it is being Hafiz not fit, and Sharif Asadullah coming into the game, and he is facing a similar problem with his leg as well. That's one thing.
No, I'm talking about this being a TVS game and Nadeem not being in the com box.
Well, then you got to be putting it forward in a different way, my friend. I had no clue where this question was actually heading. What are you trying to indicate?
Oh, what a delivery that is. What a dismissal that is. What happened there, Asim? Absolutely nothing delivery there.
Even Usman had a laugh after looking at that delivery. But nonetheless, what matters is wicket falling here for TVS. Saqib Mahmood departs 22 of 16 for him, 52 for 2.
So another dangerous batsman comes into the middle in the form of Ali Abid. Final delivery of the over coming up. Final delivery of the power play. Back of a length delivery pushed away. Straight to the fielder. Dot ball to end. 52 for 2 after 6.
So KKGS to continue here. 52 for 2. That's played uppishly. Chase been put in there by Rahul Bhatia. Looks like a substitute has been brought in to replace Sharif Asadullah. Nadeem 13 of 5 deliveries. Ali Abid, the new man in. And that has been played uppish. Played towards the extra cover and will get a boundary. That's a beautiful looking shot there from Nadeem. And I think Nadeem would have really loved to see that sort of a shot coming through had he been there. I'm sure he's somewhere watching the game as well.
Yes, and you never know. Probably the fact that Nadeem is not in the comm box is responsible for Nadeem performing today.
Like he's just trying to say that Nadeem is actually jinxing him when he's there in the comm box.
Well, we have seen that.
Well, let's hope that you know he shows us what he's capable of. That's been worked around towards the mid wicket for a single.
Required rate is down to 7.6 in over, but now is the time when things might just go a little here and there.
Worked around towards the long on, in fact long off for a single. And Nadeem, who's starting to look dangerous here. 18 of 7 for him. Played it straight, played it in the gap, and I think that's gone all the way. That's half a dozen here for Nadeem. Well, played it with a lot of power behind that shot.
It's taking Gias on. I think Gias is someone who really rides on confidence. And for a bowler, wickets will give confidence. And the fact that he's not been able to pick up wickets is really bothering him and making him try and do different things.
Absolutely. Another expensive over here for KKGR's. 24 in 2 overs for him. 7 overs gone. TVS 67 for 2.
Riaz into the attack now. I'm a little surprised with the end from which Gias bowled, really. He should have been bowling from this end with a longer boundary to aid him.
Well, I think we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire there. Did it pitch twice before the popping crease?
Look like. Maybe not.
Well, you really can't make out from this angle because Riaz was in the line.
Tossed up. Nadeem has gone for the big shot here. And he has connected well. That's gone the distance.
Well, now Nadeem is actually getting into the act here. Looks like some message has been passed on to him that you have to perform. You have to get runs in Sharjah. I mean, and trust me, he's getting runs for his team, especially in the ICC ground. He's able to get those runs, those important runs for the team. Just that his performance has been on and off here in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. But today is the opportunity set right in front of him. 31 of 11 for him. And played it straight back at the bowler. Will just be, yeah, that's just a dot ball there. Wow, that's reverse pull. It's on the roof. Well, you have seen reverse switches, reverse switch hits, reverse sweeps, and this is a pull.
Very nicely struck by Nadeem. What a big hit there. Moves on to 37 of 13 deliveries.
That's brilliantly tossed up in the air. Now, it takes a lot of courage for a spinner. You know, you getting hit for 2 sixes in the over, you come and still toss it up. A ball to go in the 8th over here. TVS 79 for 2. And make that 80 in 8. Nadeem moves on to 38 in 15 deliveries. And an expensive over here coming to an end. Riaz getting hit for 13 in his first over. We're talking about the bowlers here. Spinners haven't had a good outing. Just that those two fast bowlers bowling in tandem. In fact, just 1 over for Ahsan, 3 overs for Sharif. And that 4 overs have just conceded 9 runs, 29 runs, I beg your pardon, and 2 wickets. But apart from that, the next 4 overs that have been bowled by the spinners, I mean, it has been a nightmare for them. Nilansh going for 9 in his 1. KKGR's 24 in his 2. And 13 in that over from Riaz Khalid. So, they've covered the halfway mark in terms of the runs to get. 80 for 2 in 8 overs. 12 more overs and you require another 81 runs. That's what good start brings you on the table. Less pressure. Played it straight and doesn't have enough connection. Gias keeps it down to a single.
He almost tried to get a hand to it there, Nilansh. Just over the top. Nicely bowled. So Abid has the opportunity to just hang around for a bit because Nadeem is batting brilliantly.
Absolutely, and I mean, you don't get these moments easily in the game. Like your partner is set and able to score at his own will. And all you need to do is just sneak in the gap, find those singles. Nadeem, 39 of 16 for him. Goes big, goes straight, chance for the fielder. Rahul settling underneath it and takes it comfortably. And look at Nilansh, he is ecstatic. And the little boy has picked up a wicket here. And that too, oh, the dangerous looking Nadeem. Yet another start, could not able to capitalize that. And Rahul makes no mistakes.
This is a big wicket. This is an important wicket at this stage. They will be very happy with it. Nadeem departs for 39 of 17. Much needed break. So Faraz is the new man in. He's again someone who's very, very talented. This is an opportunity here for 11 ace. Played away towards the offside. Wanted a single. He will get it now. Fumble there by Riaz. Nilansh will not be very happy. He would have really liked to bowl to Faraz, keep him at one end. And dragged back onto the stumps. Nilansh has picked up 2 wickets in the over. And this is just about the breakthrough that they needed. 2 quick wickets. We know what that can mean in this tournament. 9 overs bowled. It's 83 for 4 as Abid departs for 2 of 5. Faraz will be on strike now as San to bowl his second over. Just the 4 runs in his solitary over. So 11 ace skipper Conan Abbas has decided to put some pressure. Now that they've lost 2 wickets in that 1 over from Nilansh and 2 new batters in the middle.
Pushed down the order there, Nasir Faraz.
Same with Fayaz Ahmed. He's coming to bat at number 6.
Well, that's what happens when you are a heavy batting lineup. You've got to be compromising on your batting positions. And that's what has happened here. 77 to get of 65. 84 for 4 right now. And those back-to-back wickets will definitely push them on the back foot here and try to build another partnership. I mean, cricket is all about building partnerships here. Be it batting, be it bowling, be it field. You have to be doing that on consistent basis. And meanwhile, cut away, but that'll just be a dot ball. Sagar Kalyan manning that area behind point.
Yes, now is the time to bowl a couple of tidy overs. Slip in 2 quiet overs, put pressure. Opens the face of the blade, nicely done. Single taken there. Shortish delivery, cut. There is a fielder in the deep. Nilansh doing the fielding there. Just a single.
Fayaz Ahmed, a lot of responsibility on this man's shoulders, especially for the fact that he is the only left-handed batter out there. And that will definitely going to be disturbing the proceedings here, especially in the field placement. Bowlers missing out on their line because of that left-hand, right-hand combination. Nicely played. Will be a dot ball. So that important over here coming in for from Ehsan. Not giving easy runs. Just dealing in singles only in this particular over. Just 3 runs of it. In fact, 2 runs coming off this over.
Shortish delivery this time, looks to go for the pull. That is an okay over. 10 overs bowled, 86 for 4.
Man who has given the breakthrough here and pulled things back in favor of 11 ace is continuing and has been cut outside the off stump. Well, just be a single. And the game is getting interesting with every over that has been bowled. 97 for 4. Now this game is going to definitely go into wire. The quick breakthrough that Nilansh Keswani has brought in for 11 days has definitely pushed them into the driver's seat. Another wicket here. Well, that will be the ideal thing to have. Left-hander Fayaz Ahmed on strike. And Nilansh immediately changes his end here, coming over the wicket. And getting some turn as well. Interesting.
Yes, he is going to ask questions now. I'm pretty sure he's picked up a couple of wickets. Pretty sure that he will want to keep it going. A patient just short of the fielder there. Well, that was a chance of a run out now, but not getting it either. What an eventful delivery that was.
Well, absolutely there. Cut away, just dropping short of Khalid Shah. It was a forward dive that was required, but it was a tough one. Always difficult when the ball is cut on the back foot. Doesn't have enough time. Straight to Khalid once again. Another dot ball. This is good bowling here coming in from Nilansh Keswani. Went for 9 runs in the first over and just bouncing back in the game. Tossed up, and that has been dispatched here by Nasir Faraz. Gets half a dozen, getting underneath the ball and slogging it over mid-wicket.
He's got this ability, this man, Nasir Faraz, to play the big shots and make it look very, very easy as well. Good strike there.
Nasir batting on 12 of 7. Again, off the back foot, cut away, a half stop there from Khalid. That will result in 2 runs for sure. Yes, they get it comfortably. 11 overs gone, 98 for 4.
Direct hit was needed there. Would have been really interesting, but not to be. Change in the bowling as Sagar Kalyan comes in to roll his arm. Well, he could have picked either end.
Direct hit and he was gone for sure.
(14 of 8 for Nasir Faraz. Tucked away. They're coming back for 2. This is good running. Very good running between the wickets here. Nasir Faraz, 16 of 9.
Extra bounce there for Sagar Kalyan. Ball pumping after pitching. A lot of hopes here from this pair. 59 to get a 51. Within reach here. Well within reach. It's just about batting out. Build a partnership. Again played straight, but this time they don't run.
Down the leg side. Nicely played by Fayaz there. That will run away to the fence for 4. Good shot indeed.
Well, played it in the gap and played it fine. That was the best part about that shot. Ehsan had no chance. So a very eventful over here coming in for TVS. Fayaz gets a boundary. 8 runs already off this one. And finishes off with a dot. 12 gone, 106 for 4.
Drilled down the ground as Gias comes back into the attack. That will just be another single. This is a crucial over for Gias. Brilliant delivery. Appeal for a leg before and the finger goes up. Gias has struck at a very crucial time here.
Well, that's gone. That's gone. Definitely gone. Fayaz indicating that there was bat involved, but my friend, the bat came in picture after the ball hit the pads. The first impact was on the pads, and the second one, definitely there was some bat involved. But what is important is how and when the impact was there on the pads. I think a right call coming in. And that's the end of Fayaz Ahmed. He's back to the pavilion, 7 of 10. And that invites the vice captain of the team, Jawad Ghani. 107 for 5 here, TVS. Well, Jawad is the new man in, and now the game is slightly slipping away from the hands of TVSL. Nasir Faraz will have to be that man who stands tall here. They have enough batting left, but it is just about the momentum switching here in favor of 11 ace.
Very well bowled. That was the other one. Keeping Nasir Faraz guessing there. And that's what he's got to do. Just talking about how Gias is a confidence bowler. Oh, that's a good strike. That's an excellent strike from Nasir Faraz.
That's a top quality shot from a top quality batter. Look at that. In complete control when he swung that ball. And this is positive cricket here from Nasir. He knew that they've lost a wicket in this over itself. But whatever was meant to be dispatched, he did not hold on to a second before going after. Wow, that's top quality from Nasir Faraz. 24 of 13 for him.
He is looking pretty dangerous at this point in time. Nasir Faraz. He looks to be the danger man. One after the other. One man goes, another takes the position.
Well, pretty surprised why Ankur Sangwan, despite being in the squad, is not a part of the side. Very quality left-arm spinner. They have a lot of left-arm spinning option here. Nilansh Keswani, Rahul Bhatia, Riaz Khalik, Ankur Sangwan, Keshav Sharma. That is a big name out there.
Chopped away, straight to the fielder. A dot to finish the over. 13 bowled, 114 for 5.
Here comes Riaz Khalik and tosses it up in the air. That's a slowish delivery there from Riaz Khalik. Jawad Ghani, who loves playing spinners, he loves them. And we'll have to wait and see what approach does he opt for here. 47 to get a 41 deliveries. Game well within reach for TVSL.
Nicely swept. Very good shot there. It was a very good delivery as well.
Now, well, when you try to sweep it right in front of the stumps, it's the most riskiest shot that you can probably offer, because of the fact that it's right in front of the pads, in front of the stumps. You miss anything and you are losing it out.
Beautiful delivery.
That spun square. That literally pitched on the line of the middle stump and ended literally at around 6th or 7th stump mark. That was square spin for Riaz Khalik. Went for 12 in the first over and has a decent outing here in the second spell.
Appeal and the finger goes up. Another one goes down. Nasir Faraz, the danger man, departs, looking to go for an expansive drive there.
Wow, wow. This is a big wicket here. Nasir Faraz was looking very dangerous. 24 of 16 and 11 ace are right on top of the game here.
Punched off the back foot by Umair Arshad. Picks up a single.
Well, this will be the testing phase for Umar. He hasn't got enough chances, I would say, enough time to spend on the wicket. Today is that opportunity for him. And mind you, you still have Ubaidullah, the dangerous, hard-hitting batter Ubaidullah, still out there. He is still yet to come.
I just get a feeling that the hard hitters won't win you this game. It has to be batsmen like Jawad Ghani. Because if you look at the required rate, it's 7.3 and over. And the problem is wickets. 14 overs bowled, 117 for 6.
Now, looks like he has hurt himself here. Definitely would have hurt. It was hit very hard. And these are those hits actually where it has that impact on the nerve. And that presses, and when you keep on pressing it, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
Yes, maybe a little boil kind of a thing, blackened blood clot. In my part of the world, we call it Abu. That's it over the top. Very nicely played by Jawad Ghani. Lovely shot.
That's played in the gap, and he chose that area perfectly there. No fielder manning that extra cover region. And all he had to do was just time the ball and play it aerial above the fielder. Did it to perfection. Now, if at all TVS has a chance to win this game, I think it has to be this man who has to bat through. That is the key. You hit boundaries or you do not hit boundaries. That's not the point here. The point is this man's presence right till the 120th ball has to be there.
Very powerfully struck. This time straight to the fielder.
Almost. The ball almost dodged him. And, just a single coming through. 33 balls. 39 to get. I mean, getting another boundary would be the icing on the cake for this over, because it's KK Jayas who's been brilliant, I would say, in the second spell.
Nicely flicked away, single taken.
Now, these are those moments in the game wherein as a captain you would want to take that extra added risk to cut down singles and probably build that pressure. And these are those instinctive, courageous calls that you need to make. And I think between a regular, a normal captain versus an excellent captain, that is the difference.
Jawad makes everything on the cricket field look very easy, very pleasing to the eye. You feel there is no effort involved in anything he does.
Now, this is exactly where our worth of putting him as in the commentators 11 as the captain would come in place as to what does he do today. Well, yes, that was a 50-over format, but his impact and the captain's mentality would definitely come in place here. 15 gone, 124 for 6. Well, it's time for Riaz Khalik to continue here. He's bowled 2 for 16 in his and conceded, picked up 1 wicket, and this has been played beautifully by Jawad Ghani. First time I'm witnessing him play that sort of a switch hit, but this is completely exploiting the field setup. Watching the ball right till the end and playing it to perfection, gets an all-important boundary. And joining me in the comm box for the final time, for the last passage of play, is going to be Abdul Kareem. Welcome, Abdul.
Well, thanks, Asim. Yeah, a full toss, nicely dispatched for 4, and we are looking at 128 for 6 now. Should be a straightforward chase. Both batsmen should steer them over the line.
Well, should be an easy chase unless and until they just play out any other rash shot, which they have done. The batters have actually done. They have given certain wickets away. But they have couple of more players out there who can play and seal it through, if at all they lose a wicket from here.
Yeah, you were mentioning earlier that the players playing from the crease, you know, playing that with that defensive mindset can cost them the game, and they've got to take things, got to charge at the bowl, and both batsmen seem to be in the right frame of mind to take this bowling attack on. So a nice little single.
That's intelligent stuff here coming in from Jawad Ghani. Just trying to nudge it around for a single. It was tossed up delivery from Riaz Khalik, and he is turning the ball square. And as a result, just giving him that due respect to that extra advantage that he's getting out from this track. 30 of 26 should be an easier affair, but the way they are losing out wickets here is a problem. That's a beautiful delivery once again from Kaku. And mind you, the next two men to follow here, Ikram Janjua and Ubaidullah Muhammad, both are excellent hitters of the ball. One is a left-hander, the other one is a right-hander. And Ubaidullah, mind you, if he gets going, he can just wrap this up within a matter of an over or 10 deliveries. Rash looking shot here from Umar Arshad, and that has been taken by Nilansh Keswani. This is stupidity from Umar Arshad. Why would you want to play that shot?
Yeah,
ball is turning.
Careless approach, very careless approach. And Nilansh, he's had a good game, hasn't he?
Fantastic outing here for Nilansh Keswani. He is the man who pulled it back in favor of 11 ace. But this is not good cricket from Umar Arshad. I mean, I've played a lot of cricket, but eventually, if this is what you got to be doing, I'm afraid have a position, expect a position to be, you deserve to be pushed down the order.
Yeah, it was those couple of dot balls that really piled on the pressure. And Omar, he knows he's an explosive batsman and wanted to go and have a shy at it. And sadly, that's costed him his wickets. But 7 down now, TVS, known to be batting quite deep.
Well, still within their reach. It's not that it has gone away from their reach. Can get it done. 30 of 4 overs. Pretty much doable. But as I said before, it's going to be the difference that is going to be made with that 1 wicket of Jawad Ghani. The moment they lose that out, I think the chances are going to get minimal.
Yeah, he's got to steer the side now. He's done well with the bowl. He's got more of a responsibility to lead with the bat as well. TVS, wickets falling in regular intervals. 3rd wicket gone at 82, then a quick succession followed. And yeah, once there was a bit of a partnership that seemed like could get going. And the wicket was falling at the wrong time for TVS. 11 ace, we'll be hoping for a good turnaround. Couple more wickets here will certainly strengthen their hold on the game.
Absolutely. Ehsan has 2 overs up his sleeves. He was doing a fantastic job in taking those 7 wickets down here for TVS. That man on your screen, Jawad Ghani, is going to be standing in between them and the defeat. That have been carved towards the extra. And we'll get a single. So very interesting unorthodox field setup here from 11 A's. They have a backward point fielder pushed on the ropes. They have a deep cover, a sweeper cover. They have square leg and fine leg inside the circle for the right-handed Jawad Ghani. Definitely there's going to be a change in the field here. As Ikram, the left-hander. Now for many teams, Ikram has been opening the innings. So he knows a thing or two about how to bat. We'll have to wait and see what sort of approach does he come with. What is the plan that Jawad has given him? Single of the first ball. It's leading edge. Slower delivery from Ehsan Shahzad.
Yeah, Ikram gets off the strike now, gets off the mark, and it'll be all down to Jawad Ghani, the set man in. This is the tricky part of the innings. Could go either way from here.
Let's right in the balance here. Slightly, I would say, in favor of Team 11 A's. Beautifully bowled, right in the block hole. That's a quick, pacey delivery. And Jawad Ghani just making sure that he does not play a false shot. Just gets a single. 3 in 3 here in this over. I think this is good captaincy from Konain Abbas, getting his fast bowler from the shorter boundary, which is a good ploy, I believe. And we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire, and that signal is a wide. It was a slower delivery, slower bouncer, and almost got him foxed. It's conceded an extra run there. 26 to get of 21. Played it in the air, in the gap as well, looking for 2, and will get it comfortably. It's a longer boundary, and just indication there from Rahul Chopra that he was not able to sight the ball.
Yeah, decent runs off this over now. This was the over that could prove to be the difference in the game. I think TVS will be thinking about that over with Fayaz bowling a little bit later towards the innings, allowing 11 A's to get those extra runs to stage a challenging total so far.
Well, within reach here, I would say, till the time Jawad Ghani is out there.
Yep, he's on strike right now, and shouldn't be too easy.
Well, that white ball is compensated here. Ends with the dot. 23 to get 7 runs coming off that over from Ehsan Shahzad. 23 to get of 3 overs. TVS 138 for 7. Interesting move here. Sagar Kalyan has been introduced here. They should look for 2. And I think Ikram was a bit too slow. It will be interesting to see what sort of approaches Jawad has here. 17 or 14 for him. Just a matter of couple of hits here, Karim. You get hit, you couple of boundaries, you're right on top of things, you're just pushing the other team to think about how to go about things. That was a nice looking shot there from Jawad Ghani, looking for 2. It's a long boundary. You probably need Ravindra Jadeja there to have a good throw from that sort of a boundary. It's very long. Nilansh Keswani.
Yeah, it's a good tactic to get the set batsman to do most of the scoring right now, because 7 down will play in the minds of the 2 batsmen here, because a wicket could certainly raise the nerves amongst the lineup. Ikram back on strike.
Absolutely there. I can't agree more to what he said. Set batsman has to play. Again, trying to play a heave. I'm not sure why is he trying to force himself to play that big shot. Is it needed? That's the question. Or is it a strategy coming in from Jawad Ghani that you try to get that boundary, I'll try to stick around. I'm not sure what is going around, but I think if you're not confident enough, you'd rather not try these shots and throw your wicket away.
Everyone likes to be a hero as he skies this one up in the air. Fielder underneath it, lands safely. He's lucky to survive that.
Well, not at this time, my friend. Not at this time, Jawad Ghani, where you have taken the game so deep. You've played 17 deliveries for 21. Play those remaining 10 out of those 13 deliveries. You're going to get the game done. A boundary here will definitely push them the driver's seat. Good looking shot, played it wide of the long off fielder, looking for 2. And he'll get it comfortably. So 2 runs to end the over. TVS, they need 15 of the last 2. And the game is going into the wire. We have seen 7 runs being defended. We have seen 21 runs being defended in 3 overs by 7 districts. Not sure if they have the same sort of capability here. The Levin Nace, looking at the bowling card here, pretty much improved, I would say. Gias has finished his 4 for 39 and picked up 1. Riaz has picked up 2 and conceded 23 in his 3 overs. Nilansh has 1 over up his sleeve, and he has conceded 24 and picked up 2. Sharif Asudullah has 1 over. He has picked up 2 wickets as well for 25. Ehsan Shahzad, he has 14. He has conceded 14 and he has 1 over up his sleeve. Now, question, is he going to be bowling this, or is he going to come and bowl the last one? What do you say, Kareem?
I would have liked to see Sharif right now. I'd say he's the leading wicket taker, and he had bowled really well at the beginning.
I reckon Sharif was not going to come in and bowl because of an injury. So that's one of the reasons why Sagar Kalyan had bowled in a couple of overs to cover him up, and probably another spinner. So since he bowls at a flatter trajectory, that's the reason that they have not gone for someone who loops the ball in the air. And very interesting, very, very interesting. Nilansh Keswani bowling the penultimate over to a shorter boundary.
He seemed pretty confident. It's a good decision, I reckon. Nilansh could pull things around over here.
Played it straight back past the bowler. And will just get a single. Now, what will Ikram do here? Will he go out for the glory? Will he go for that big shot? Or will he just stick around and support Jawad Ghani right till the end? Now, this is a stage of the game that you would probably want to finish it off even a ball earlier than the 120th. Because when it goes to the last ball, well, it's just about nerves, man. We've seen how teams have panicked when they are chasing it. 7 runs to get in one match. Just 2 or 3 runs conceded by Haider Ali, picked up 3 wickets in that over, and against the same opposition. They have been in that battle where they needed 7 runs, so they would probably be in the best situation to say, well, we should believe when we could choke, we can make others choke.
Oh yes, I think they'll really fancy the chances here. And Nilanj comes back again.
That has been played, swept in the gap and gets a boundary. This is the most important boundary in the run chase, I'd say.
Yeah, Ikram asked for a change of bats, and it looked like he had that intent to go for the boundary, and he's found it here in Nilanj's over, and I think they'll try to end things in this over. Goes at it again. Should land safely.
Well, they just went for a single. And Nilanj is surprised that the fielder did not go for the catch. Well, pretty interesting. They're 9 to get of 9. You won't ever act any funny here if you're Jawad Ghani.
Yeah, it's too easy to get carried away, so you need your concentration in.
Well, again, just being restless there. Now, is this the stage to get restless? That's what the question is. 8 to get of 8. Game is well in your pocket. All you need to do is just rotate the strike with a lot of confidence. When you do that, hitting 6s or boundaries will be a lot more easier. A dot ball at the wrong time. 8 to get of 7. 8 to get of 7.
Yeah, I'd like the TVS approach to get as many runs as possible in this over. And that's it. A very, very important wicket and a brilliant breakthrough. Nilanj once again proving to be impressive with the ball, getting the wicket at the right time.
Well. Wicket coming through at the wrong time for TVS, I would say. And Jawad Ghani will have to face the music in the final over, where he'll have to get 8 runs. He'll be on strike, that's the advantage. But I think not the right approach here, Ikram. 2 dot balls. Most importantly, it's not about the wicket here. It's about dot balls right now. And the penultimate ball of the over was a dot. This was a dot, but important contributions coming in from Ikram. 13 of 10. Jawad Ghani still out there, 23 of 19. But all important 6 balls of the game. 8 runs to get. TVS 153 for 8. All important 6 balls here, especially for 11 ace, I would say, because they haven't won a game yet in the tournament. So they would definitely want to find glory here in this match and stay alive in the tournament, Kareem.
Yeah, Hassan has been very impressive with the ball, and he will be the right man for 11 ace to defend just 8 runs. It can go either way still. TVS will still fancy the chances because the set batsman Ghani is in, and he can get them over the line. But a mistake here.
I won't be surprised if he goes for a ramp here, Jawad Ghani. Just as I said. Well, he is very instinctive in his approach, and I had got that feeling that he might just put that lap down and play that shot. What timing! And I think the octopus within me has come out, courtesy Shoaib Ahmed, who's missing in the com box.
Yeah, welcome boundary. 4 or 5 now. He's having a look at the field now. Find his target.
Now what happens is when you get the boundary on the very first ball, you immediately pull things back in your control. That's what happened. Now you get a boundary in the second or third ball, you, as a bowling unit, you still have confidence. Now when you lose out confidence in the very first ball, that's a wide delivery, not a good ball. Not a good ball at this stage. 3 to get a 5.
Yeah, there are no excuses. Can't bowl a wide or an extra in the final over. Give away those easy runs, relieving the pressure on the batting unit. Ghani, I think, is going to go for a glory shot now.
Now it looks like he's made it. Looks like he has comfortably made it. Probably a direct hit, because Rahul Chopra was all the way inside the circle backing that throw. It was good collective effort coming through. 3 to get a 4. Do we have any more drama?
Yeah, they cannot afford a hiccup here. And Ghani is, I feel he's going to go for a big shot now.
Stepping down and playing it down the ground for a single now. It's important for Ubaidullah not to play any dot ball here. Just try to get that one single which is needed. Level the scores. But I really love the approach coming through in the last over from the captain. He's asked the players to come in, rush in, not stand at the boundary ropes. Try to cut down those twos the 2 runs that they're looking for. And on the offside as well, like he's pushed in his long off fielder, asked him to come inside, get in closer, cut down those singles. And that's positivity, I believe. And I think they're underestimating Ubaidullah. In my opinion, they are just underestimating Ubaidullah because he is a clean striker of the ball. But it's just that the situation that he's coming to bat is a tricky one. So he's just considering the situation and not the batter's ability.
Yeah, ready to play his first ball. Just 2 required of 3. And that's it.
Wild swing, and all he had to do was slash the ball hard. Look at that width on offer. He slashed it over the infield, bowling at a shorter boundary, and that's like inviting trouble. That was, I think, one of the finest games that you've seen here after that win of 7 districts against 11 A's. But what a game of cricket we have seen. Pendulum swinging at every interval, I would believe. And this was a very, very good game played out there between the 2 teams.
Yeah, I think 11 A's will be disappointed to get off the mark, and a great scorecard, 19.4 overs, 2 balls to spare, and they reached the target. And the captain was the opening partnership dented early, but then Nadeem was the pick of the batsman for the Vision Shipping, 39 of 17, and then Ghani playing that crucial knock towards the end of the innings, 28 of 22, sticking till the end. I think that's the main difference here for the side chasing.
I actually went back and tried to relate what I said earlier when they required 4 overs, 30 runs. If at all Jawad would have given his wicket away at that time, they wouldn't have come in so far, so deep, I'd say. I mean, talking about the bowlers here, I think a fantastic job there done by Nilansh Keswani after the start that he got. First over got hammered for 10 runs, and then he came back strongly, picked up 3 wickets at crucial junctures. Those 3 wickets have always been that momentum switching overs that is bowled and pulled things back in favor of 11 A's. Gias was slightly expensive as far as his abilities are concerned. Riaz Khalik, he bowled just 3 for 23 and picked up 2 wickets. Sharif picked up 2 in 3 overs. Unfortunately, was injured and could not come out and bowl again. But overall, I think, they'll be pretty much satisfied as they come out of this. Yes, a result not in their way, but I think a few mistakes here and there has just costed them the game. And that was the game as a whole for you. 11 A's putting in that show. especially Usman, 58 of 32 in the beginning, alongside Sagar Kalyan, his new opening partner today, 34 of 28. And Hassan, that cameo that almost pulled things back in favor of 11 Ace while they were putting a close to that first innings, 23 of 9. And then Fayaz Ahmed's fifer in a T20 game, 4 overs, 22 runs. Nadeem picked up 2 for 17 in his 4. Jawad Ghani picked up 1 for 26 in his 4 as well. And then in response, Nadeem was spectacular with the bat as well, 39 of 17. Ghani 28 of 22, and Nasir Faraz contributing 24 of 16. I think overall a very good game of cricket that we have witnessed here. Won the game by 2 wickets, and that is the quality of games that you would probably want to expect when you are playing in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. No more belter of batting tracks here. You have to come out, earn your runs, play hard for your runs, and that is it. We will be live here again from tomorrow. Same time. In fact, we'll be live again tomorrow by 3 o'clock, 3:30 in fact, for the event, because it's a double header tomorrow. It's going to be Sri Lions taking on DCC Starlets. That's going to be the first game of that double header. So stay tuned and be on time to witness this epic encounter where Sri Lions, promising looking Sri Lions, take on DCC Starlets. Well, we'll take a quick short break here, and we'll be back with a post-match presentation where I'll have my co-commentator, Nishant Majetia, who will be out there with the man of the match. And on behalf of the entire commentary crew and the production team, I wish you good night from both Asim Sheikh and Abdul Kareem.
Well, that's how we say hello weekend here at Sharjah, and of course what a fantastic game of cricket to kickstart the weekend party, which is due to begin tomorrow with back-to-back double headers lined up. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net CBFS T20 League Season 2, powered by Fan Code. Before we begin, we'd like to thank Sharjah Cricket and the entire administration for the support behind the scenes to host this tournament. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, title sponsors, SkyExchange.net, official streaming partner and powered by Fan Code, event partners TCM, DOS partners Arba Sports Services, associate sponsors rsook.com, support sponsors Toyom Sports Limited, merchandise partner 7 District. In what was a very, very close game of cricket, TVS managed to defeat 11 Ace by 2 wickets in that last over. It's time for us to announce the player of the match. Of course, quite a few contenders there. And before we announce the name, I'd like to introduce Mr. Iftikhar Ali, the match referee, will be doing the honors. So welcome again, sir. Well, as I said, quite a few contenders, but then not every day you get a 5-wicket haul in a T20 game, do you? So the Arsook player of the match for his figures of 5 for 22 is Fayaz Ahmed. So he receives a gift hamper from rsook.com and a 20% discount voucher on all products purchased from rsook.com. Well, first of all, congratulations, Fayaz. Let's talk about the bowling first. Of course, when you came into bowl, there was a lot of pressure. They're going on great guns. Built quite a bit of a partnership with Nadeem.
Yeah. This partnership, Nadeem and the other guy, he's played very well in that situation. Actually, he's play his natural game. And about my bowling, so I check the wicket. Is I thought there is a turning. So I try my basic, give a little bit flight and deceive the batsman. So this will be helpful for me.
Your partnership with Nadeem when you were bowling was also absolutely spectacular. Both bowling from the two ends, 7 overs, picked up all those wickets.
Yeah. He's bowling brilliantly. Nadeem also is continue is yani one of our best player. So he support me and I support him. So it will be yani ke we are our 8 overs is the best yani to change the game.
Right, and of course, when you were chasing, things got very close. Were the nerves in the dressing room?
Yeah, a little bit pressure. Every second over wicket, wicket loss. In this special pressure situation, the captain Jawad Bhai is played brilliantly and give confidence to other guys to play nicely. And Alhamdulillah, we win. Yani.
Yes, you won the first one as well. It was a big margin, this one a close one. So preparing in every way for the tournament, it seems.
Yeah. This our plan to play yani our natural game and support each other. Captain Saqib Bhai always support us. Captain Jawad Bhai also. So we are playing like a gel. So it's good for team and it's habit for team to win every match.
Very well played and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.
Well, yes, that's Fayaz Ahmed, the man of the match today. Of course, we wrap up tonight. We'll be back tomorrow with a double header. Action begins at 4 p.m. We come on live 10 minutes before that. So till tomorrow, on behalf of everybody here, it's goodbye and good night from Nishant Majiria. Sleep well and do take good care.